All right, it is January 3rd, and I know I said I was going to run more, and that's still the plan, but I underestimated how cold it is outside in the morning and in Michigan, and I overestimated my abilities to get up out of bed. So we're still going to work on that. Still trying to wake up a little bit earlier, and still trying to get outside and do my thing out there, but that didn't happen today and it didn't happen yesterday. I didn't really plan on it yesterday because I knew the run was going to kind of leave me a little bit sore for the next day. So um, today I definitely planned on it and definitely did not follow through. Um, I wasn't. It was just nice to stay sleeping, and I only had to work 3 hours today, and I just soaked it in. So I hit snooze for far too many times, and now I am in my basement at a little after 10 p.m. And I plan on doing some sort of movement down here, kettlebell swings, push ups, maybe some assisted pull ups. The basement's kind of a mess right now because Nicole, my wife, has been renovating it on her breaks from Griff during the day during his nap, which has been really awesome. She's been getting rid of some furniture on Marketplace and painting the walls over in her little shop area. She really likes power tools, and she's been painting the beams. And she gets down here for a couple hours a day right now and just kind of works on the basement. I'm not the handyman of the house; she is, so that works out wonderfully. So the gym area is kind of a shit show. It just has a bunch of boxes and stuff that she's been moving back and forth and trying to make room for all of the changes she's doing down here. We're going to try to partially finish this basement over the next year so that we have a place for Griff to play and, for all his toys to be down here and kind of give us some space upstairs. And so that's good. But tonight I am going to just get the blood flowing. I'm going to give his meds at like 11 p.m. We gave him a little late this afternoon. He's on sildenafil, Periactin, Nexium, and calcium. And so tonight we give him the full cocktail. We do that every day, 3 times a day. He gets meds. In the middle of the day, he doesn't get them all, but he still gets them 3 times a day. So we were a little late this afternoon, so we'll pick up at 11 p.m. tonight. Make sure he's got enough food in his little feeding bag. I'll go over that kind of stuff at some point. I plan on making a full day of Griff video so that everybody can kind of have a little bit of insight on what our life looks like, from day to day with him. He's doing really well. He's staying out of the hospital as of lately. He hasn't really shown any, emergent situations that we need to take care of. He pulled out his G tube last week, Friday, before the new year, which was unexpected but expected at the same time. Now that we think about it, it seems like every 3 to 4 months we probably need to get his GJ tube exchanged. It gets a little bit of wear and tear, so it's probably a good idea to schedule that. We found out. He was with my mother-in-law at the time, and she was upstairs. I was downstairs. I was working, and I get to work from home on Friday, so that's nice. But I was working, and I heard her yell my name a few times, and I wasn't too concerned because Nicole was at the store with her dad, and I was down here, and she's yelling my name. I wasn't too concerned because, you know, we've been with him day to day, so we know he's not like in this unstable place. So anything that I was on the phone, I was a little busy at the time, but as soon as I hung up the phone, I ran upstairs and she was hovering over top of him, and he had his G tube out of his stomach, and it was leaking food all over him, and he was trying to play still, and she was freaking out. But luckily, it's happened before, so I knew what to do. Just cut the end off of the G tube, put it back in, and inflated the little balloon in the inside of his stomach with some water, and we were able to call my wife, get her to come home, and me and Nicole took him to the hospital, so that was good. It was the quickest ER visit we've ever had. We were in and out in 5 hours. They Children's downtown Detroit. They exchanged it in like 15 minutes after all the, checking in, making sure he's stable, nurses coming by, doctors coming by, getting him down to interventional radiology to make sure that there was an opening and the doctor willing to do it today, which was with that day, which was really good because if he wasn't or she wasn't there to, perform the procedure, then we would have had to admit him. And since he wasn't eating or getting his meds at that time because of the GJ tube coming out, then that would require him to be on fluid. So he would have had to get an IV and it would have been a whole ordeal. So it was kind of nice that it happened during the week, not on the weekend. Last time it happened on the weekend. That was kind of nuts. We took him to U of M because we wanted to see what their emergency room experience was like. And they're a little bit more, I guess you could say, by the books. It seems like they put him under anesthesia. He came back and it was just a whole ordeal, and it was just a lot more than we want to put him through in the future. So I think we're going to start scheduling his GJ tube exchanges for the time being with Children's. So we'll see how that goes. Got a couple appointments coming up this month, and I'll probably dive into a little more detail about that when the time comes. But for now, I am going to get started on this workout because meds are at 11, and I'm going to try to go to sleep after that because I got to work in the morning, and I'm not going for a run tomorrow morning. I already checked the weather, and it's going to be like 20 to 24 degrees outside, and I'm just not that seasoned yet for that. So we're gonna take it easy on that. We're gonna get the blood flowing tonight, though, with some kettlebell swings, push-ups, pull-ups, curls, side raises. Just get that blood flow going. So appreciate everybody that's listening. My 4 subscribers, but either way, it's a good start. So let's get after it. All right, so before I finish this workout and do his meds, I did want to show you what I was talking about by renovations to the basement. So it's a little messy, but here is the start. None of that was on the walls before. And these were over here against this wall, not nearly as finished as they are now. This whole area is going to be Nicole's little workshop and some storage. And as you can see, the gym stuff is over there. We're going to redo some of that too. And then we got plenty of basement to take care of here. Here's the rest of the basement. It's insanely packed with stuff, but in the next year that's all going to be gone, and we're going to have a nice little area, hopefully, for us to have some family time down here. But for now, I'm going to get back to it, keep that blood flowing, and we'll see you next time.